welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today I've got a brand new exciting episode in my Big Announcements Reveals Studio Insider video series, episode number 49. And in this ongoing video series, I share a bunch of Studio Insider information that I'm privy to from my studio contacts, directors, and the restoration teams that let me know about 4K titles that are being worked on with new restorations for future 4K releases. And then I'm also going to be sharing some important 4K news and updates on limited edition 4K sets. That way you're always aware of the latest and greatest news of what's going on in the 4K movie industry, so that way you get a chance to own all of these and don't miss out on any of these big announcements. Now, previously I told all of you I would share when my 100,000 subscriber award showed up from YouTube, and they're here. And I just wanted to make sure to say thank you to every one of you for all of your support. This channel's growth and these awards would never be possible without all of your amazing love and support. I'm still blown away at the growth at the rate the channel's going, and it's a really exciting time for physical media on this channel. So for passing 100,000 subscribers, YouTube sent me the 100,000 subscriber silver award, and I've got to tell you, it's beautiful. It has In Search of Physical Media etched into it, and I'll show you that here if I can get it close enough and you can see that. I'm just thankful to all of you for all of your amazing support. Now, it also came with the award letter from YouTube. It's pretty long, but it is a very nice letter from them congratulating me for reaching 100,000 subscribers. Then I also got the play button, which has it etched on the back. And it says, In Search of Physical Media, congratulations for reaching 100,000 subscribers award. I gotta say the play button is pretty darn heavy and it is pretty darn cool. And now you can see they're on display here, and I have so much more exciting content always in store for all of you. I'm truly blessed by all of your love and support from all of you over the years, and this is an amazing time. Just so excited for what's going on in the industry, and this video is no exception. I'm gonna blow your mind today with some of the amazing Studio Insider reveals I've got for all of you today. Now, starting off with my Studio Insider information here, we're gonna be getting James Bond 007, the Sean Connery years. They are being worked on currently by Warner Brothers and planned for future 4K releases over the next year. All 7 Sean Connery James Bond films that ran from 1962 to 1983, they're currently being worked on with brand new 4K restorations of the original camera negatives. They are going to be native 4Ks with HDR10, and the films being worked on and planned for a future 4K release are Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, Diamonds Are Forever. Now, this is massive news, and I wanted to share this with all of you to get all of you excited for what's coming out. Now, there is something the studio shared they hadn't decided on, whether they were going to release it in one box set when they're all completed, or if they're going to release them individually over the next year. Now, when Warner Brothers, you're watching this video, here is my recommendation. My recommendation is you to release each one individually as they're finished in both standard 4K cases and limited edition SteelBooks. That way we can enjoy them over the next year instead of waiting till the end of next year when the box set is completed and then released. I think it would be a fun thing over each month to get one new James Bond film with a 4K restoration on a limited edition SteelBook. So that's my recommendation, Warner Brothers, is I would like to see them each individually released over the next year, so we have something each month to kind of look forward to and be excited for in the James Bond universe. So now you know these are being worked on and planned for a future 4K release over the next year. Share your excitement in the comment section below for all of this Studio Insider information I'm sharing in this video. I always love to see all of your excitement, and I know the studios like to see it as well. Now, we're also getting La Bamba from 1987. Now, this film's being worked on with a new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It's a native 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR10, all done by Sony. This is one they're planning for a future 4K release. Now, as I've shared before, always keep in mind these are projects being worked on by the studios, and they can shift the release dates, push them out, release them sooner, all based on production, as well as the time frame it takes them to work on these, or if they have issues with the film elements. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that go into releasing all of these 4K restorations, so keep that in mind when I'm sharing this information. The time frame for when these released can change. And that's why in this video series, I'm giving you a little sneak peek behind the scenes with all of this information about some of the stuff the studios are working on, so that way you get some of this inside information that I'm privy to. We're also going to be getting Crocodile Dundee from 1986. This is being worked on and planned for a future 4K release. It's going to be released as a native 4K transfer with both Dolby Vision and HDR10. Now, I love the Crocodile Dundee movies. I am hoping they release the rest of them, including the third one. I really enjoyed that one as well. But the first one is being planned and worked on for a future 4K. I'm hoping it sells well enough when it does come out so we get the rest of the films on 4K as well. Now for some studio inside information about a big Christmas movie release we're going to be getting here this year. We're going to be getting from Paramount White Christmas from 1954, the wonderful Christmas comedy musical. It's one of my family's favorite holiday films. Well, it's being planned for a release later this year on 4K as a native 4K with both Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master. And this is one of those films I've wanted on 4K for an extremely long time. I am thrilled that the studio is finally going to be releasing it later this year. This is one of those I'm very excited for. Now in this video, I've got more Studio Insider information than I've ever shared before. This is the biggest episode in this video series I've ever released. The next title that's being worked on by Paramount is Galaxy Quest from 1999. Now, this is being released for its 25th anniversary on 4K, and it's tentatively planned for a 4K release later this year. It is going to be released as a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master. This is one of those that I'm really excited for. It's a stellar sci-fi comedy film. Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and a bunch of supporting cast are very good in it. I really always had hoped they'd make a sequel because it was such a good film. That's a big, exciting announcement because this is one I've been waiting for on 4K for a long time. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you're notified right away whenever I release any of these big Studio Insider videos, big announcements, reveals. You never want to miss out on any of this exciting content, so make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now, I did just hear from my studio contacts about Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery from 1997. Now, that was just announced for a release on 4K in the UK. Well, for all my US audience, they are planning to release a US version here in the future on 4K. So there's no need, or you don't have to import it from the UK, because we will be getting that on 4K later on here in the US. It's just our version in the US will be later on. The UK one will be coming out before then, but no need to worry, we are going to be getting that on 4K here in the US in the future as well. Now for some of the Studio Inside information I've been dying to share with all of you from Disney and 20th Century and Sony. I've got some big stuff here for you. So Disney is planning for its 65th anniversary to finally release Sleeping Beauty with its brand new 4K restoration that was done by some of the same team that did the restoration on Cinderella on 4K and the Snow White 4K that I reviewed here on this channel. Both of those are stunning 4K restorations. Sleeping Beauty got the same love and care by some of the same team that worked on both of those restorations. This was a massive announcement. They actually shared with me over a year ago that it was being worked on. Well, it is being planned for later this year to finally come out on 4K. As long as discs and everything else worked out, they said that is one that it's being planned for later this year for its 65th anniversary. Now, the film originally came out in 1959, and it's been one of those I've been waiting a very long time to own on 4K. Now, it is being planned as a native 4K with HDR10 Master, and I'm thrilled that Disney is continuing to do restorations of its catalog releases for massive animated films and for some of its live action films that I'm going to get to here in a minute. Though the studios did want me to mention again, due to manufacturing and disc delays, due to what I explained in detail in my 100,000 subscribers celebration video, I shared a bunch of inside news about what's going on in the industry with delays and basically manufacturing issues with discs. You want to watch that video if you haven't done so yet, but that is always going to affect all of these 4K releases. Every single release that's announced from every studio, they're all being hindered, delayed, and sometimes put off later on due to manufacturing delays. So I'm just wanting to reference that again, keep that in mind. Now for another massive Studio Insider reveal from 20th Century's catalog of live action films that Disney owns. Planet of the Apes from 1968 with Charlton Heston, the original classic sci-fi film that started the epic universe of Planet of the Apes, has been worked on with a new 4K restoration and is planned for a future 4K release by 20th Century and Disney, and that's through Sony. Now this is going to be released as a native 4K with HDR10 master, and this is one of those that I actually think I've been asked by all of you, my viewers, hundreds of times over the years if I knew this was being worked on. And this is one of those that I've known about for a while, and I'm thrilled to finally be able to share it with all of you. This is a massive of them digging into their catalog releases, which is what I said was going to happen earlier this year, that it just took a little bit of time of working out some of the kinks, getting things set up, working with Sony, and now we're starting to get more and more of titles from 20th Century's catalog as well as Disney's back catalog, and this is just the beginning. Let me tell you the stuff I know that's being worked on that I'll be sharing in future Studio Insider videos as well. There's so many more exciting things coming from their catalog of both 20th Century and from Disney's catalog of releases. Now, continuing with the Disney 20th Century massive Studio Insider reveals I got for you today, we're going to be getting The Village from 2004, the great M. Night Shyamalan mystery thriller film. It is being worked on with a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K with HDR10 master and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. This is one of those that I am thrilled for because it is one of M. Night Shyamalan's most underrated movies he ever released. The more you watch this film, the more you find such intricate details that have big twists. It's one of my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movies that he ever did. This is planned for a future 4K release as well. Disney, going into its back catalog of live action films, is continuing. Another huge title that I was thrilled they shared with me is being worked on and planned for a future 4K release. And with that Studio Insider information, that segues directly into the next segment of this video series where I dive into big announcements of titles that are coming out and their release dates, so that way you don't miss out on them. So starting off here, we're getting on October 22nd, Signs from M. Night Shyamalan, another Disney live action title going into the vault. From 2002, this film is wonderful. Mel Gibson is great in this film. It's got so much hidden references in it. Did a brand new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original camera negative. This is being released as a native 4K with HDR10 master and English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. And this is the start of them diving into their catalog of films. These two announcements I'm going to be talking about here is what started all of this. And then we're going to be getting that Village. There are so many big stuff that they're working on right now. This is the beginning of all of these things I've been sharing with all of you that Disney has planned for massive physical media releases, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, I will mention the cover artwork is not my favorite, but I will tell you, who cares about the cover artwork? The fact that we're getting these with brand new 4K scans and 4K restorations released on 4K, that they're going back into their catalog for some of their biggest and best live action movies, is so exciting. I really want to see the support for this film, as well as the next big announcement is Sixth Sense from M. Night Shyamalan. And this is the great Bruce Willis film from 1999. For its 25th anniversary, they did a brand new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original camera negative, HDR10 master, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Again, I'm not a massive fan of the cover artwork, but you know what? I don't really care about the artwork. The fact that we're getting this on 4K finally, and they're digging back into their catalog of releases and doing a lot of these. I mean, heck, these are two on the same date on October 22nd. Everybody needs to support these releases to show Disney we are loving this. Dive into all of the rest of them. There is more planned and more being worked on that I'll have to share about big Disney 20th Century live action releases in my future videos as well. But this is just massive news. The fact of all of these announcements I just gave you are coming from Disney. This is the most physical media releases on 4K that I've been shared with from Disney in the last several years all at once. This is just massive time. The fact that they're going back to their catalog for live action, there is some big treats that I know of that are being worked on, even bigger than what I shared in this video. I'll be sharing in the future. And because of Sony's involvement in these releases, I think we're going to be in for a massive treat. Let me tell you, this is the time and it's very important to support these releases. So it's always important. I've put the direct Amazon sale links as a pinned comment in the comment section right below this video. Those links down there never cost you, the viewer, even a penny extra, but they are extremely important to the creation of all of these videos. The only way I can always spend all this time and work creating all of these massive videos is through you, my viewers and subscriber support, by clicking and buying directly through those Amazon links down there below. So if you enjoy these videos, they help you out and you're excited for them, make sure to always click and buy through those direct Amazon sale links right down there below. Now moving on to October 29th, we're also going to be getting Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf, the 1985 sequel film. Now this is getting a brand new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with LPCM mono mix. Now this is one of those that I have never seen this sequel. I've seen the Howling. This is actually the sequel to it. So this is one of those I'll be interested to check out, but the October 29th is the worldwide release date for it. It is released by a boutique label, so they have a different release date on their own, but it actually retail-wise will release through worldwide retailers on October 29th. Now jumping out to November 5th, we're getting a very big surprise in Bones and All, the Timothée Chalamet film that I am really surprised we're getting on 4K. It's coming out with a brand new native 4K transfer of the original film elements. It was originally released in 2022, and it is one of those films that's a very beautiful film. The more you watch it, the more you find the performances and the story in it are very good. Well, it's being released with both Dolby Vision, HDR10 Master, and English Dolby Atmos audio mix. And this is one of those that was an instant pre-order from me because it's a very good film. It's very thought-provoking and beautifully done. So this is one I was very surprised we're getting. Now, same day and date, we're also going to be getting You Gotta Believe. Now this is the true story Little League World Series baseball film. It's basically about one of the kids' dads is dying and they basically commit their season in honor of him, and it's a beautiful, inspirational baseball story. And if you haven't checked out some of my top 10 sports films of all time that are on 4K that I love to watch over and over again, this is also one of those beautiful looking inspirational films that fits in with a lot of those top 10 sports films. The trailer of it, if you haven't checked out the trailer, it's really beautiful. I'm very excited for this release. Well, it's going to be coming out with a native 4K transfer, HDR10 master, and English Dolby Atmos audio mix. If you like those true story inspirational films, I think this one will be right up your alley. Heck, you watch that trailer, it'll make you tear up, and that's what I'm looking for out of a really good true story sports film. So this is one of those that's got a great cast too. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. And if you want some recommendations of some of my favorite top 10 basically great sports movies specifically on 4K with amazing 4K transfers, you'll want to check out that video. It's available right now on the channel. Now, staying with November 5th, we're getting a Christmas movie in Krampus, the Naughty Cut, released in a brand new limited edition steelbook from Scream Factory. Now, this is the 2015 film, but with the brand new, basically Naughty Cut extended director's cut of the film. Now, this is being released with a 4K scan of the original camera negative, both Dolby Vision, HDR10, and English Dolby Atmos audio mix, all supervised and approved by the original director himself, Michael Dougherty. Now, this is one of those releases that the disc contents is the same as the previous 4K release, but being released in a brand new limited edition steelbook. I love it. I'm glad that they're going back and releasing a lot of these in these brand new limited edition steelbooks, but I will warn you right now, these limited edition steelbook lines from Shout Studios and Scream Factory, they are truly limited because there's not very many that they print of them, and all of the time these go out of print, and then you find out they go on the aftermarket for big money. I bought a few of them on eBay and I regret it because they were so ridiculously priced. I paid 90 bucks for a couple of them. So now when they announce these limited edition steelbooks, I always pre-order them right away so that way I don't have to pay that on the aftermarket. Because as most of you know, that's the point of these videos, is to keep all of you from getting stuck paying hundreds of dollars for these. Right now, this is at regular price. That's why these are the time to pre-order them. I put all of these direct pre-orders down below. Now, same day and date, another massive limited edition steelbook release, an Escape from New York, the great John Carpenter, Kurt Russell sci-fi film. Now, if you followed me here on this channel, I did an exclusive 4K versus 4K image comparison review comparing both 4K transfers that were available of this film. This one is the winner inside this limited edition 4K release. Now, if you want to check out my exclusive image comparison, that's available right now on this channel. That video has been huge. I know thousands upon thousands of you really enjoyed when I dived in and compared the 4K versus the 4K. So the actual disc that's included in this one is the winner from that review video. But I really loved this neon style artwork, spray paint look for this limited edition Steelbook. Again though, just like with Krampus, limited edition Steelbook only. These are the Steelbooks that I said from Scream and Shout Factory. They do sell out and then they go for big money on the aftermarket. So if you're a big limited edition Steelbook collector, now's the time to pre-order this. Now moving out to November 12th, we're getting a big Oliver Stone film in Born on the 4th of July. This has Tom Cruise in a very good performance. Now, this film originally came out in 1989, and it's being released as a collector's limited slipcover edition set, and the studio shared the specs with me. It's getting a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative, along with Dolby Vision HDR10 Master, all supervised and approved by the original director Oliver Stone himself. Now, if you've checked out my review for JFK, that's another great Oliver Stone film. He supervised and approved the restoration of that release. That is a stunning 4K release. He's doing the exact same thing working with Shout Studios for this 4K restoration as well. I'm sure this one will be a stunner because I really love the film, so I'm glad it's finally coming out on 4K. But the good news doesn't stop there. Another big treat the studio shared with me. They are doing a brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix for this release that was supervised and approved by the original sound mixer, Michael Minkler himself. So they brought back Michael Minkler and Oliver Stone from this film to do a brand new restoration and brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix. Man, that gets me excited because they're doing Dolby Atmos for more and more Shout Studios and Scream Factory releases, which is what I requested from them when I've talked with them and shared in videos with all of you. I want to see more studios doing this. Provide new Dolby Atmos mixes, even if it only uses the height channel sparingly. I do like the immersion factor, and I like them trying to provide more and more of these. Now, this one, I'm assuming will have very immersive experience because there's a lot more things they're doing because they're working with the original sound mixer to provide a more immersive Dolby Atmos mix for this, as they explained. So this is one of those that's a massive announcement. The fact they're including Dolby Atmos along with all those other specs and doing it with those originally involved with the film, this is massive news. Now on November 12th, we're also getting Golden Harvest Volume 1 Supernatural Shockers box set, which has 6 films, 8 cuts on 6 Blu-ray discs, all included in a big limited edition box set. Now, all 6 of these films ran from 1990 to 1992, and they're going to have DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and 2.0 audio mixes. Now, some of the films included in this box set are Robotrix, Dr. Vampire, and Erotic Ghost Story 1 through 3, all included in this big box set, and it is one of those that I've never watched any of these films. My understanding is they're kind of more or less VHS kind of rental store, direct to video type style films that are kind of more erotic things. So not my cup of tea, this style of film, but I wanted to make sure all of you were aware of it so that you do know a limited edition big box set is coming out. And I do know a lot of you are probably going to be pretty excited for this one. Now moving out to November 19th, a massive announcement in Rush from 2013. The really good Ron Howard true story biopic racing film. It's a very good and gritty, basically look at Formula One racing. I've got to tell you, the film is severely underrated and a lot of people missed out on seeing it in 2013. And I really think Hemsworth's performance in it is really good in it. It's one of his best performances. Well, for this release, they're doing a brand new 4K transfer and Dolby Vision HDR10 Master, along with a brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix with a brand new introduction and special features by Ron Howard himself. That really got me really interested right away. The fact that Ron Howard was involved, came back to do a brand new introduction and special features exclusively for this 4K release. And if you didn't catch it, brand new Dolby Atmos audio mix. Again, Shout Studios really stepping up their 4K release game here, providing more and more Dolby Atmos mixes. Let me tell you, if they do this one right, this is going to be awesome, because there's so many crash scenes with like tires and explosions and cars flying overhead, rain coming down while they're racing. Imagine like the crowd cheering it going all around you and really immersing you into this racing film. This is one of those I am hugely excited for. I can't tell you actually how excited I am for this one. This is one of those instant pre-orders for me as well, because the second they announced that Ron Howard, as well as the fact that it's got a new Dolby Atmos, I'm all in for this one. Now, make sure to go down and share in the comment section below what all of these announcements, what all of these big reveals, what are you thrilled and excited for? I know that I love to see it, but it's always important to comment down below so the studios can see what of all of these big announcements, these specs and these 4Ks, what really made you excited and what made your day from this video. So start that conversation in the comment section below. I love to hear from every one of you, and I love to see all of the excitement. I'm a collector, you're a collector, and I love to see your excitement, just like I'm sure you love to see when I'm excited about releases. I like to see the same thing. So make sure to start that conversation down below. Now, staying with November 19th, we're also getting The Dark Crystal. This is the Jim Henson fantasy film from 1982. Now, this is being released in a limited collector's edition set, and it truly is limited in number. There's only so many of these. It comes in a box set, and it's going to include a 28-page behind-the-scenes book, art cards and stickers, and the 4K set that includes brand new special features created exclusively for this 4K box set. Now, we'll also have a brand new Dolby Vision and HDR10 transfer, and this is one of those I'm excited for because I do enjoy it, and I'm curious how much of an upgrade, if there will be one, over the previous transfer that Sony released. I'm curious how this one's going to turn out, but it does have a bunch of goodies in this limited edition box set. It's a pretty big box set if you see the pictures there. I'm very excited for this one too because I like all those extra goodies. Though I will warn you, it is limited edition and it is pricey. For this box set, it is a more pricey box set, but it's because they're giving you all of those extra goodies in this box set. Now, same day and date, we're also getting another limited collector's edition box set for Labyrinth from 1986. It's also going to include a 28-page exclusive behind-the-scenes booklet, art cards, stickers, and the 4K disc and transfer included in this set is going to be a Dolby Vision HDR10 along with English Dolby Atmos and new special features for the 4K disc inside here that were created for this new 4K release. But again, big box set. It is numbered and limited, so there's only so many of these and then they're going to sell out, and it is more pricey because of all of the content all included in this big collector's edition set. Now on November 19th, we're officially getting Godzilla -1, the 2023 Godzilla film that is very good. This is the official release date now. Now, I did just ask them about the limited edition SteelBook that sold out right after I announced it. I literally made the announcement video originally. They didn't have the date at that time, so I announced that it was coming out, but I didn't have the official date. Now we know the official date, but the limited edition SteelBook is not supposedly coming back in stock, they said. That was all of them. They said that there was a few they sent out to retailers and that was all that they had printed. My understanding is there's not going to be a restock, and the 4K transfer that's on the 4K disc is also a limited print run. So they said there's only so many of those they were able to manufacture discs of. So they are planning to print more of those, but once the original stock sells out, there's going to be a gap and a delay. If you want to watch this at any time in the first basically 2 months, especially with the holidays coming up, because this comes out on November 19th, it's probably not going to get restocked until probably around January because it's such limited print due to the limited amount of discs and the amount of demand for this 4K release. So keep that in mind. It is being released as a native 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR10, and Dolby Atmos, along with Dolby True HD 5.1 audio mix. And if you haven't pre-ordered yet, the standard edition, now's the time. You're not going to really see that limited edition SteelBook except on the aftermarket. So if you've been waiting for it, don't anymore, because then you might be waiting till January to actually be able to watch it at all. Now, moving out to November 26th, we're getting Hush, the 2016 horror thriller film. It's a very good psychological mind game. Well, for this 4-disc collector's limited slipcover edition set, this one is getting some awesome exclusive features in this 4-disc 4K set. So it includes the theatrical cut as well as a brand new shush cut that was created exclusively for this 4K release. Now, both cuts of the film will be getting brand new 4K restorations, along with Dolby Vision HDR10 color gradings and masters, supervised and approved by the original director Mike Flanagan, including over a dozen brand new behind the scenes special features, all created for this collector's limited slipcover edition set. It's really cool that they're doing multiple different cuts on 4K with restorations on separate discs inside this big set. So I am really looking forward to this one because it's a very unique mystery horror thriller. Not too over the top, but a really good time. And the fact that they did an all new, brand new cut of the film exclusively for this, that makes the value of this set go way up. I was so excited. Another instant pre-order for me because the fact that they're giving me something I haven't even seen yet, and I really like the original anyways, this is one of those I'm really excited for. Now on November 26th, we're also getting Dragon, the Bruce Lee story from 1993. This is getting a brand new native 4K transfer of the original 35mm camera negative, along with Dolby Vision HDR10 master. And this is one of those that really surprised me we're getting because I always thought this was kind of going to be one of those that we never saw in anything more than the Blu Ray. But I'm all in for this because it was a really fun film from the 90s. Rob Cohen directed it, and he did a good job with it. It's got some romance, comedy, some action, all mixed together, telling the true story of Bruce Lee and basically what happened during his life and kind of led up through his life. It's a very enjoyable film from the 90s, finally coming out on 4K. Now, it's always very important. Any of these you're interested in or wanting to buy or pre-order, I put all of those direct Amazon sale links as a pinned comment in the comment section right below this video. Those links down there never cost you a penny extra when you click on them. But you see, when you click on them and buy through them, that's how I can continue to create all of these videos you enjoy watching. And that's why I always say it's extremely important to always click and buy through those links down there below. And your support when you click on those or you join my Collectors VIP Club, it truly does matter and makes a massive difference in me being able to continue to do this for many years to come. And I just want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart for your amazing support. All of you are amazing. Thank you for hitting 100,000 and all of you subscribers that helped me get the awards. I'm still truly humbled and blown away. It's just a wonderful time. I love to see the growth for physical media. The fact that when I do these announcement videos, they sell out so fast, all of this stuff, that's hugely exciting. It means that all of you are thrilled and excited for the content I announce and share here on this channel. I love to see the support for physical media. The fact that the studios are seeing every time I make an announcement, heck, more than half of this stuff sells out within a few hours of me making the announcements. That's how huge all of you are excited about all of these releases. And I am actually blown away and just love to see it. Now, don't forget to share your excitement with me in the comment section below as well so the studios can see your excitement as well. As always, I truly hope all of you have a blessed day. And I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.